Hi, this is Krishna. Welcome to Family Moments featuring Mom's EdTech Classroom. Today, I'm going to show you how to create an interactive choice board using Google Slides. In creating the interactive choice board, you can start by opening a new slide presentation. So you can go to File, click New, and then Presentation. That way you can then build the slides as you go along from the title page, then to the choice board homepage, then to the activity pages, and so on and so forth. What I like doing is building my activity slides first. That way I have already laid out the activity choices I want to be included, including the worksheets and reflection slides. Which is why in this tutorial, I already have my slides prepared. So these are my activity slides from slide number 3 up until slide number 14. So activity slides that include directions and some worksheets and of course some reflections that I would like my students to be able to complete whatever activity they want to be able to choose. Since I already have my activity slides prepared, I am then going to build the second slide for the choice board homepage, and then I will walk you through the rest of the slides. Now, in building your choice board homepage, there is really not a single way that you need to follow. You can be as creative as you'd like, and that is really the beauty of this. You can use a table, so you can go to Insert, and then you have Table, and then click on how many cells or columns, rows or columns you'd like to include depending on the activity choices that you'd like, and then use the cells as your clickable choice for the activity. If not, you can use shapes, so you can insert shape and then choose whatever shape you'd like to use for your clickable activity choice. Or you can also use images for your choices, and that is you can go to insert image, you can upload it from the computer. You already have the image or images stored or saved in your computer, or you can actually just search the web, and there are a lot of choices that you can use as well. So since we don't need the text boxes, I am going to just delete that. I am going to just use shapes. I am going to start to insert shape, choose a shape I want to use, and then since I have about 6 activities, then I will make 6 squares, which are then going to be my clickable activity choices. I can just adjust the size depending on how I want it to be, and then if I think that this is then a good size, what I will do is hold Control and then press D. That actually copies another exact image. I now have 2 squares, but I need 4 more, so I'm gonna still hold Control key on my keyboard and then press D 4 more times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have all of my clickable choices, shapes for my clickable activities, and then I am just going to arrange them and position them where I want them to be on my slide. If you, however, would like to change the color, then you can just click this fill color icon and then change it to whatever color you want. Make sure that you have highlighted it first, just like this one. The next thing I will do is add an image to each of my squares. There are actually a lot of ways you can do this. Number 1, I mentioned it, you can add an image into each of these squares, or if you just want to add a number, you can also do that. Letters, you can also do that. For this tutorial, I am going to add different images that I would like to use for my choice board options. So what I will do is I'm going to go to Insert, Image, search the web. Next, I am going to add an image to each of the squares. So I can go to Insert, click Image, upload from computer if I already have the images saved on my computer, but this time I am going to search the web. I am going to search for transparent clouds clip art. I am then going to choose this, and then I am going to resize this image so that it fits inside the square. Now I am going to do exactly the same thing, find other images for the rest of the squares. Now that we have all the squares with images, you can actually leave it like this, or you can add title of the activity for that specific option, or you can basically just add A for option 1, B for the second one, C, and so on and so forth. If not, you can also add numbers, which I am going to use for this tutorial. To add a number, what I am going to do is click Insert word art, and then I'm going to type 1, and then this will show up. I can leave it like this, resize it, or change color. For the color, I am going to change it to pink. For the second one, I am going to do it again. Insert word art, type 2, place it inside the square, and then I am going to change the color. And then I'm going to continue doing the rest. This time, we can add the links. So you can click the number, click Insert a Link, and then slides in this presentation. And since my first activity option is found on slide number 3, then I will click that and then hit Apply. So that when a student will click number 1, then the student will be able to advance to slide number 3. Or if you are in a presentation mode, then when the student clicks number 1, then again the student will be able to advance to slide number 3. You can then do that to the rest of the numbers. Click the number, click Insert Link, slides in this presentation, and since I have my second activity on slide number 5, then I am going to click slide number 5 and then hit Apply, and then do that to number 3, 4, 5, and 6. But see, if you are going to do it this way, when a student clicks the other part of the square, the student may not get to the slide. So say for example, if I am going to click on this side, then I'm not going to be able to advance to the next activity. So what we can do to avoid that problem, we are going to insert shape and then use or click the same shape that we used and then create the shape. We are then going to change the color to transparent, click border color, making sure that it is transparent. Here, do the same thing, insert shape, choose the same shape, make sure that you are going to click transparent, including the border color transparent, and then do that to the rest. What you can do now is click the image and then insert link at the top, or you can right click on the image, click a link, and then slides in this presentation, which is going to be slide number 3 because that is where my activity 1 is found, and then apply. This way, if a student will click this side or this side, basically if a student will click anywhere in any part of this image, then the student will be able to find the link, and then the student will be advanced to the slide where the activity is. Or say for example, if you will have this on an automatic play or present mode, and then if a student will just click even the corner of the image, then the student still would be advanced to the slide where the activity is on. And then you are going to do that to the rest of them. So now that we have set up the links for the choice board options, we are going to check and make sure that they are linked to the correct activity pages. So then I'm going to click this image and see if it leads us to the first activity. So these are all of my directions. And since I do have a worksheet that I would like them to complete on the next slide, what I will do is highlight the word link, and then I am going to right click a link, and then I have the worksheet on slide number 4. So I am going to choose slide number 4 and then click apply, so that that when I click this link, I will be advanced to the worksheet with questions that I will answer. Last part here, it says complete the reflection sheet, so that it will advance me to the reflection page, which is on slide number 14. What I will do is highlight the word reflection, right click link slides in this presentation, and then click slide 14, apply, so that when I click on reflection, then I will be advanced to the reflection sheet, which is on slide number 14. When I'm done with this, I have to make sure that I will be able to go back to the menu so that I will be able to choose another activity. So what I did was I added a home button, and I did that by inserting an image and then just resize that, position it to wherever you want it to be. You can put it here if you want, and then just so the student will know that they are to click that to get to the home button or to the menu page. And then I am going to add text. Now you can link this to the menu page, and you can do that by clicking insert shape. I'm not going to use this shape. I am going to use this. And I just am making sure that I will be able to cover the entire image. Click transparent, including the border transparent. I am now ready to right click, link slides in this presentation, and my menu page is actually on slide number 2. So I am going to click slide number 2 and then hit apply, so that when I click this page, then I can go back to slide number 2, which is my choice board homepage. It is very important to add directions for the students, so when they get to this homepage, they will know how many activities to choose and complete. So this time I am going to insert a text box, and then I'm just going to type choose 2 activities to complete. I'm going to change the font size, and then just to make sure that it stands out, you can definitely change the font color. Then you can click fill color and then yellow, and that way when the students get to this page, then they will know that they are going to be able to choose 2 activities from the 6 choices. Now if you will have this slide automatically presented when the students click it, it will look like this. So then if the students will click anywhere on this square, then the students should be directed to or advanced to the first slide with the activity directions. When they're done following these directions, they can then click this link to complete the worksheet. They can answer the questions about the activity, and then when they're done, they can click reflection so they can answer the reflection questions. And then when they're done with their first activity, they can go back to the home page and then choose a different activity. So let's see if the rest of our options work. When they click this, they will be directed to the second activity option. They're able to follow the directions. There is no worksheet that I've included for this activity, but there is a reflection sheet I'd like them to complete. So they can click that. When they're done typing their answers for the reflection, they can click the home button. Do the same thing for this one. You have a different activity. There is a link to the worksheet that they need to complete, and then the reflection sheet that they need to complete as well. And then again, back to the home page. This is the 4th option, instructions for the activity, link to complete the worksheet, and then to the reflection questions that they need to complete, back to the menu. The 5th option, when clicked, will advance to this activity page, then click a link to complete the worksheet that goes with it, and then the reflection question, and then back to the menu. Last but not the least, option 6, which will advance to this page, activity directions, click to get to the worksheet questions, the reflection questions, and then back to the menu. I'd say I really like creating and giving my students this kind of activity because it gives them the freedom to choose and complete the activity they like or feel comfortable doing. I hope you had fun learning how to create a choice board using Google Slides. I have more easy EdTech videos coming soon, so please stay tuned. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel. Also, please help me share this video to your friends, teachers, and homeschoolers so that they will learn another cool way to make their teaching fun and interactive. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye!